Hello and welcome to a video by me, Joe24. As I continue my Let's Play, this is a new Let's Play. As I start a new Let's Play of Motorsport Manager. First things first, I do believe the music can cause copyright issues, so where's sound? That's on 0. Oh, that's fine then. I was already prepared, I didn't even know it. Now, this episode is part 1, of course. It's a new Let's Play, but I don't think I'm going to race in this session unless it forces me to. The goal here is I'm going to start a new career with a brand new team and try and drag them to the championship. As you can see, I think I did 6 seasons with Chuckjack Racing there. I finally got to the Asia Pacific Super Cup, which is the middle league. It's that in the Euro Cup or whatever it's called, the European Series. That's the bottom tier. Asia Pacific is the medium tier, and then the F1, obviously the World Championship, is the top tier. Although that one I messed up on the first season, so I really could have done it a season sooner. In fact, that one I almost won it in my 5th season, but I lost it on the final race, which was added in after by the rule set. If it was just a basic 10 race like you start with, I'd have won that, which really annoyed me. But enough of that. I'm gonna start a new career. We'll go with medium. Why not? No tutorials. I'm hoping if you play with tutorial, that first race, you're guaranteed to lose, I'm telling you. More money mod. So tutorials off, medium session lengths. Short is really short, so we'll go with medium. British pounds, of course, because I am British. Continue. And you probably saw from the from the Chuckjack Racing career, it is going to be a Levingston. It's a sporting game in the end. It is always going to be a Levingston. A Levingston dynasty grows. It's going to be Marcus Levingston. He was born. We'll go with April, the 1st of April. No, we'll go with the 17th of April. Remember that thing? They always use number 17, so should they always have 17 as their birthday? 17th or whatever, I don't know. So, he is American. Born in San Jose, as they all were. Hairstyle, generally speaking, they have to have a mohawk. That's the general rule. Yeah, that'll do. We'll give him a black hair and a goatee. That's the general rule for a Levingston person. They have to have a mohawk and have a goatee. Unless your name is Bobby Levingston, like in my NFL playthrough, where a mohawk isn't a thing, so he has to do with dreadlocks instead, and no facial hair. But there's only so much you can do. And we won't give him glasses now. So I have to pick his backstory as well. That's actually really good. Last time I went for financial. But that's ridiculous. That's got you overpowered, surely. For each session. Okay, we're picking that. Are we? Yeah, that seems overpowered, that, surely. A guaranteed vote proposals for each session. Or each season. But that means you can basically guarantee 1 vote in your favour. No, we'll go with financial. That seems a bit. Because you don't have to vote at all. So if nothing that goes your way, you can secure 4 votes up. Plus the 4 you get, so you'll have 8 going into the next season, and you're guaranteed to get like 2 votes your way. No, we'll go with financial. Or should we go with ex-driver? Yeah, sort of an ex-driver was born in 96. He's like 20 years old. No, we'll go with financial. It can be the guy, the Levingston person that wasn't pure sporting, management-wise, was really good. So that's how I got into sport. The rest were just athletically gifted and stupidly huge. Marcus Levingston can be the brains of the bunch. Let's continue. So we can choose a team, or create a new team. I played this game before, so we are going to create a new team. It's recommended for experienced players, but creating a new team is the best way to learn the game, I think. Because the first season you can have absolutely no pressure on you whatsoever, so that's when you can learn about everything. And you have to learn about building HQs and all that as well. This, taking like a mid-control team can be harder because you're struggling for a lot of points sometimes, depending. Unless you pick the top team, in which case you have to win. But we'll create a new team. Of course, we are going to start in Tier 3 and work our way to Tier 1. There was 10 events in 6 locations. That will probably change, because events can get added in or taken out even. Championship rules, this practice session lasts 12 minutes. I won't record the practice sessions. 27 lap races on average, which is fine. So I think I also played with it before. 6-man pit crews. So we have to pit separately. Sometimes we can get 2 pit crews, so you can pit both your drivers at the same time. This one we can't do that, which is standard. This we're not going to like, because we are going to finish 9th or 10th in this first season. I'm telling you that right now. This first season we're going to do crap. You can't help it, because you're going to start with the worst in everything, like drivers, staff, HQ, car, everything, absolutely everything. Sponsors, you'll have nothing, because you've got no marketability when you start off. And this will be worse, because our best chance for points, that high points, will be the start of the season. But season 1, I really don't care where I finish. This doesn't matter because there's no qualification. So performance based, not as durable. We'll say that plays into our hands. And we feel there's only 4% of the race distance, so we have to have 2 pit stops per race. And the front and rear wings are specs, we can't improve them. All the other 4 parts we can. And the driver's championship position quiz is actually reversed, so whoever's in 20th in the championship will start off in pole position, which will be us a lot, and then we'll just immediately lose it because everyone will be faster than us because they've got better engines and gearboxes. But that's what we're doing. So, despite being in the European Racing Series, I am going to base our team in the United States. It won't be Marcus Racing, it will be Levingston. Levingston. What should I make the second? They're not racing. I should be 17, by the way. Levingston Motors, yes. That's what I want. Logo design. I want a dark red. Add that there, and then you can be black. That's going to be, I think, red and black are going to be our main colours. Because that's when I picked it last time, the last one. Oh my days. I'm actually going to go with that one. That one's quite nice. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Team uniform. I think we'll go with black main and then the red as a secondary. Of course, by doing that, it's because it's mostly black. We don't always have to be red and black. We can always do different colours. Not the uniform will still go in my head. A lot of shirt styles, isn't there? We'll go with the red shoulders and hat style. That can work. It'd be like our logo a bit there with the thin lines at the top. Yeah, that'll work. And car livery, right? So, do we want it like that? We can always add yellow to the mix as well. That can go, can't it? But so let's try yellow. But black. Right, let's have a look what we got here. Well, that works. Yeah, that's quite nice actually. I don't want a lot of yellow. Where is the dark spot? So anyway, I think they're all light because it's yeah. No, I'll stick with white for the main sponsors, I think. For now, anyway. You can change it each season. Yeah, so I thought it's quite nice actually because it's got a little bit yellow just to make it a bit more vibrant, but it's not in your face. It's not like, you know, that way. It's just all over the place. For that one, I will switch to red and yellow. Secondary colour is yellow and then tertiary colour is red. I think that would work better. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think I prefer number 4. That's not too bad either, actually. Still prefer 4 though, I think. Of course, I think this was DLC. I'm not sure. I think it was free. I think these are going to save until I get into the main championship. I mean, that's quite nice, actually. That is actually... I quite like that. Yeah, that's a nice one. But I think I'm going to say the fancy designs till we get like into top tier. So for now, I'm going to stick with number 4. Black and red with a bit of yellow, just to spice things up a bit, but it's not in your face. I'll take that. Yes, I have. So we can pick our investment. I'm assuming pressure. I picked these the first time because of lower pressure. I'm guessing that's finished 10th, which is basically you can't fail. That's when we finish 9th, and that'll be like finish 8th or something like that. That's like finish like mid-table. Or it just give you a pretty good test track and a large financial package so you can build parts pretty quickly there. That one was really good as well, especially with the marketability because your money is going to be rolling because you can be like halfway there already, so you're getting like 2 and 3 star sponsors right off the bat. But I don't know where that pressure's going to end me up, so I'm actually going to stay with the 3-star chassis because I believe that's actually better than what you can build that can counter the crappy parts you get. Especially with tyre wear, because the patch has changed, I do believe. So I will take the easy offer. I'm going to assume it won't throw me into a race. It might do though. If it does, I'll race it. I mean, I'll have to. It doesn't, thankfully. It's actually in 16 days, so if you play the tutorial, you actually lose 16 days, which is ridiculous. So here are our drivers, which are actually mid-table for us, but as you can see, car is 10th, headquarters is 7th, but we're going to be as low as the other 3 there. Octane, Predator and Bexala will have crappy ones like ours. Staff is 10th and sponsors is 10th. I don't think we have any sponsors whatsoever. Marcus, this is our chairman. You didn't think you'd just be handed the reins without any oversight, did you? Your investors have asked me to keep an eye on how things are progressing. I'll be acting as your chairman, and I have the powers to remove you from your job if things aren't, shall we say, going to plan. Anyway, I look forward to working with you. Rest assured that there is plenty to do. Kurt. So Kurt Kruger, I think he's always the chairman when you pick that package. He's overseeing us and he can fire us. That'd be kind of embarrassing for Levingston Motors not to have a Levingston in charge. Our assistant here, Andrew's host. He has great pleasure for working for Levingston Motors, which we're a new company. So it says to look for driving talent, but our drivers aren't too bad at the minute. It's our car and our headquarters need to focus on first, and then you go for the drivers. So we can either pick 8th or 10th. I'm going to pick 10th because we are crap. The main benefit of picking 10th though is that we always hit our target, because the worst you can finish is 10th out of 10th. And you can always ask him for more money to make up that 2 million difference. I think it was like $1.5 million, 2 million. So we can't have that back anyway, because if you ask for money, his happiness goes down, but it's guaranteed to go back up again because we're always going to hit our target of 10th, because that's bottom. And as you can see there, everyone is awful. And this is a new feature of it added in the patch, which I've not used yet. So our HQ is crap. First things first, I think we need to design something. What votes have we got here? Addition of Phoenix, as always. I hate that one. I hate that race. It cost me the race. It cost me the championship in my previous save. Longer races. That's not good for me either. That's good for me. That I don't really care about. So there's 2 I'm sort of against here. I'm 1 and 4. But I'm not always before this. As long as that's unfortunate. It's not going to be a good set for me. First thing we want to do is probably design probably a better engine. Let's have a look. You're looking where the crucial engine's there, gearbox is there, then it's engine, then it's gearbox, then it's engine, then it's gearbox. But there's somewhere engines are useful as well. So I think engine is going to be our first thing we're going to build. Jesus Christ, our parts are crap, aren't they? 0. The reliability is actually quite high. So the first race, we might be able to beat people with reliability, because usually reliability is like 40%. Okay. Well, 1539 is better than what we've got, so build it. Oh, that's not going to be great. I didn't realise I started solo. What am I going to build for? I'll probably brakes. I'll just improve performance of them. In fact, we can get it done before the race is even finished. Although our staff is rubbish as well. In fact, the first thing I need to look for is a lead designer, because she's crap and has no parts. So, lead designer. Ideally that aren't hired. I can't sign her, obviously she's in the World Championship. What about you? Yeah. See, that's a good one, because the risk level can get you punished in places if you get caught, but it's normally your best parts as well, so they give you the biggest bonuses, so that you can use to make a better part by using that one to get rid of the risk. And these two don't matter to us because obviously they're specs, we can't build them, but the other 4 stats are actually not that bad. Is she interested? Yeah, she will be. A long contract, that's fine. If we get a first, you get $6 grand, because it's not very important at all. We should get a smiley face just for offering a bonus. What's the max we can offer? 90 grand. Well, 42. She's only got 1 patience though. Okay. And 120. Lead design is quite important for getting good parts, and that's what we need. As you saw, our parts are basically 0, but they are 0, so we're terrible. Then sort of towards the end of the season, depending on what sponsorship we get, we can look towards upgrading our headquarters quite early on as well, especially once we get the prize money. So that's been sent. Interview request with who? Yeah, we'll do an interview. Well, you say a bit of a tough task for your first job. Are you expecting to pick up many points at all this season? Well, we will do, because it's points for every position, so even if we need 20 to get a point. Yeah, we'll be honest. You can bitch about us all you want, it's true. We'll up both their morale though. And what you expect to finish 10th. Yeah, it's probably right, but we'll try and get 9th or 8th. Your financial skills aren't in doubt, but let's get to whether or not you belong in the world of motorsport. I have faith in my abilities, yeah. That'll make up for the previous answer. The interviews are a bit dodgy because you can win the race like a 1-2, so you get first and second, and they'll ask why did you just do so bad in practice or something stupid like that. It's like, what are you doing? What are you on about? Who cares about practice? Contract renegotiation, great. So she wants more money and she wants more. Well, that's all I'm doing. I can't afford too much. We've got 1 offer, despite our 22% marketability, but it's only 1 star. We also cared about Andre Gomez. You always get these 2 drivers when you start. If you're going to replace them, I would probably replace Faith, the high marketability driver. It's a viable strategy. She's not going to do very well in the first season, so even if it's a crap driver, if the marketability is high, it can get you some more money early on. It's something to consider. Okay, so our engine is done. We don't have a lot of money. The season 1 we'll probably be just trying to design some decent parts, which we probably won't be able to do. And season 2 will be about improving my HQ, because we'll have this money again, sponsorship money, and our prize money. Performance. Work on reliability, try and get that up a bit. And then move on back on to performance. Reliability numbers, that's a lot lower than that. So starting in the 60s and 70s is actually really good for us. Apart from spec parts, they always start at 80. And with sponsorships, you want to wait until you get 3 offers, because that's the most you can get. Once you get 3 offers, you have to pick one, because you just leave money on the table if you don't do that. And I'm going to leave it there. I'll look what these offers are. This one's better, because even though it's like a less bonus payment, it gives an upfront payment and the target is one lower. And you got to think, the lower the target, the better for us, because we're going to be crap. I think even 9th is probably going to be too much for us. Maybe let races 1 or 2 with our better reliability, we can actually do alright with. But once everyone gets the stuff together, we ain't going to do well. I'm just warning you right now. But we will take that, because we do need the money. 1 off is any good. 2nd or above, no. And it also has no upfront payment, so that one I can ignore. 14th or above. That's more realistic, but I'm gonna wait on that. What's this one? You know what, I'll take that. That should, the upfront payments I will count with the loss I'll make on the first race. No, it's not. But yeah, I can request money from him as well, and even though it was happiness, I'll get it back again, because I will always be hitting my target of last place, basically. And of course, if you get like 9th or 8th overall in the team standings, then it shoots right up, and so will Marcus ability as well. So season 1 will be a tough season. The rest we've got is drivers, and they're basically average, so because the triangle is the average on the grid. And if you look even by parts, Adrian, which just improved, is miles behind the average there. And one thing you can do is request for them to be spec, so you can focus your money on one thing, but that also applies to them as well. They can also use the money to beat you in the few performance parts, or the few parts that can be improved. But it is season 1, don't expect any fireworks. It is going to be a crappy season in terms of performance, but the main thing is just building up some money and getting competitive for seasons 3 and 4. Season 4, I think, is where we're going to start going for it. Seasons 1, 2 and 3 are basically there just for you to improve your car, make some money, and improve your headquarters, etc, etc. But next part, we will have our first race of the season, which will be the Black Sea. And it is going to rain, so we might do alright there, because the AI in rain is not always great, because I've got the AI set to normal and not realistic. I will change it to realistic if I ever get to the World Championship. But that's the long distance future. But for now, that is the end of part 1. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Let's play Motorsport Manager with Levingston Motors.